Okay, HunterResearch.samsbiz.com. Okay, also Avedon Ministry of Salvation, Americopy Corp, Research and Development Wing. Anyway, what we want to discuss briefly is conservation, some conservation measures, including preservation of bridges, road work, infrastructure, and stuff like that. What I was thinking of is pretty much melting down um, discarded tires and combining discarded tire, rubber, petroleum product that is obtained from tires, which are not biodegradable and present a real problem and hazard. They've been experimenting to coral reef them, make them into man-made reefs, etc., for the ecosystem. Well, I don't think that has proven to be very, very efficacious or efficient or effective, or really it didn't do what it was designed to do. Anyway, if you melt those tires down and you use them as part of the process of creation of rubberized asphalt, etc., on bridges, if you make them corrugated, sort of like with little grooves or something, or install like little heating wires in the bridges, especially over bridge works, to preserve the metalworks, the ironworks in those structures from rusting. You could use molten tire surfaces to coat the ironwork, actually, because we know by now that we can make polymer magnet, and we can bond to iron or steel rubberization, which will maximize the effective and economic and environmental life of steel girders, ironworks, etc. And by installing heat conducting wire, etc., and the bridge work itself over bridges, it would maximize non-icing of those structures and make salt a thing of the past, which really is responsible for a lot of the erosion of the metalworks and a lot of the contamination of our groundwater. And also discarded petroleum products that do not biodegrade and dissolve are responsible for a great deal of our ecological dilemma in terms of waste and recycling. It's responsible to recycle, so if we could find something to do with effective with our petroleum products, it would be really great. So anyway, and then on the other hand, those same steel girders, what I was thinking about in terms of construction, when we make the steel girders on the homes, and more in framework on the homes, especially in areas prone to hurricane, tornado, earthquake, etc., you use steel girders instead of wood framework for the home construction, and green up our structures with solar collectors, skylighting, passive solar, geothermal technology, and we can almost virtually cut down our usage of natural gas, coal products and stuff, and lessen our dependence on foreign suppliers for these kinds of things. It might help us in the long run. And help us to have more of a strong position in, if you want to factor in the bargaining, what do you call it, the diplomacy aspect. The more we are independent of oil producing nations, the better off we are diplomatically. So anyway, what we want to do is to use bolts in the gird work, in the framework of our residential structures, just like we use in our commercial structures, our high-rises, etc. You know, you wouldn't think of building a framework in wood in those because you want them to withstand high wind, you know what I'm saying? So, and other weather conditions. So, and also there's the glass that we use. We can always use reflective glass. That's one-way glass so that we can see out and have aesthetically pleasing windows, but reflective of sunlight on the outside of those, so that we minimize the amount of heat that comes in, and we allow heat to come in through the roof so that we get more direct sunlight, overhead sunlight, and collect that solar energy in the process. Okay?